I'm gonna make another video on um on basically the idea of choices. Now, the only problem is when you look at a dictionary, the definition of choice is listed a right or power to choose, or a variety of things, a selection of things to choose from. So, um, the definition, um, so you make a choice to, um, you know, purchase these things and that thing, purchase this book, purchase this clothes, purchase, and the details are very important. Um, so, um, details range from color to, what is the word or picture that appears, so on and so on. Food, taste, effects, vitamins. Um, so, um, so basically, a lot of people may have various opinions on various things. Um, you know, you ideal and whatnot. And sometimes, some people, it's like in social groups, there's always some people who they reason to, uh, basically, there's a lot of movies that basically have this type of person. They're very popular. They have some power, and you got they use a lot of thinking to acquire. Right? They are not. They don't think as much. Then they at least have extroverted thinking in the treasure. So, um, um, let's just say that movies make it. They portray it in a way that makes it looking really extremely hard, and the actual odds of failure are much greater. Um, so um, the thing is, um, you realize that some people, it's a certain type of person in America that I've noticed that for the most part, I'm not sure what it is, but it's also like you also definitely pay attention to um, like where the immigrants are coming from, right? So in the East Coast, for instance, you have they also consider the time period. Like, you don't. There's a big difference between immigrating from a very specific country, Europe, in, in the 19th century versus they just came to this exact place in the U.S. in 2024, right? Big difference, right? So it's like completely different. So not only that, um, not only are there the differences sub like you know, it's just that see it's easy to say that there's a lot of feminism in the 21st century. That doesn't it doesn't really you can't really just say it doesn't make sense because first of all, um, not every woman that is involved in the first waves of feminism, some of them reincarnated as guys, you know. So what does that mean? It means and some of them may even be reincarnated in a different country, and perhaps even a third world country. So it's like as a guy, right? So if you think of it that way, you know, then it just makes more sense, right? Because it's like um, think about it, like, um, and some of the, you know, guys that were the oppressors or whatever of the 19th or 20th century, now they're reincarnated. Some of them reincarnated as women. You know, so it's like, that's, that's like, are they involved in the feminist movement? That doesn't make sense. You can't answer these type of questions. You know, no, it's just most people, a lot of people do not like to answer these type of questions because it's not comfortable, right? It's not comfortable for them because they can't answer it. So a professor can't answer it, even if they can conduct the research, but they're not going to. Why? Because they became a professor because a select group of people, um, gave them tenure, right? And of course, they were involved in, because like it's more than just a process, because this involves government grant money. It's just that professors will not conduct research on these type of topics because I'm like, well, why wouldn't they? Well, of course they would. There's no, it doesn't add to, it doesn't contribute to, anyway. So, the thing with reincarnation is that it's not in the same category as religion, but it's also not in the same category as um, New Age either. It's it's not in the same category as religion because I haven't really looked at the Indian religion like Buddhism or Hinduism, but for the most part, they are not. Because the thing is, I haven't really studied, these specific countries and their history, so it's hard to really make any claims. I could make the claim that, um, you know, I could make the claim that um, the message doesn't have as much of, for example, when you compare it to Christianity, we clearly see that Christianity has a lot of barriers to entrance, so it's like there's clearly a lot to it in terms of politics and um, like the type of thing that you from type of thing that you have to but for the most part if you stick out in any particular way that will be noticed. So with Buddhism and Hinduism, let's just say it's not very there's not much of it in Europe. In contrast, the other religions have some presence in Europe. Christianity has a huge presence in history in Europe. But it's just, um, but yeah, it's just, anyway, unfortunately, my message is all over the place. I don't really have, what I know is that, um, Christianity, for the most part, um, I haven't even discussed Catholicism yet. So, Catholicism is difficult because it's hard. It's different in the United States versus, say, Mexico or Latin America or Vietnam or Philippines. So it's like comparing apples to oranges. So it's just that Christianity in America outside of Catholicism, what I realized was I conduct more research is that it's it's very much like academia from my experience, where um, you know, especially the college or the university level, it's just uh, it's, you have these professors that are not allowed to discuss certain topics because, for the most part, can't really discuss it. And then you have a lot of passive aggressiveness and politics involved. It just very, yeah, and then obviously certain things like, um, a certain, now, the thing is, there's a word I'm trying to describe, it's not called bribery. I realize that bribery, only really refers to, um, a certain type of person, um, so